What is up, everybody? We are back with the Winter Crown Slapdown. It's the quarterfinals today. We're getting that much closer to the end. Old Refugees fighting Blades Angels. Best of 3. And I'm here with Zumpy. What is up, Zumpy?
How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good.
Very good. Right off the bat, I see Dev has taken the day off of work so he can be here and watch this set.
It's a good reason to miss. It's a good reason to miss. I think this is the prime time, the premier set of this round anyways. Between two heavy teams. The only bad thing is Blade isn't here today and he has the Singularity subbing for him. Singularity is an S+, so maybe it'll still work out.
Yeah, he's actually pretty low if I'm thinking of the right guy. I thought he was usually around 2100, so 1944. That's pretty low for him, I think.
An 1809 team game. That's high. I wonder what his peak is. Let me look at player rankings. So
he's a good player though. We used to run into him on the ladder a lot. Not so much anymore.
Finn said he might be the #1 player in Finland or in the Netherlands.
I don't know.
I don't either. That's what Finn said.
Dev would know. We need
Right.
Dev as the triple caster in here.
Right.
Well, either way, that will be a strong team for sure with Carl. And I really liked the way Etwin played last set that I casted. I thought he was very solid for 1550.
Absolutely. I think it made this team one of the top competitors. I would favor Old Refugees, especially because the chemistry and experience they've had together the entire tournament. Where Blades Angels has kind of been like bringing people in, kicking people out. And then today, Blade out of nowhere can't make it. So we'll see what happens with a player that hasn't played any of these maps.
Yeah, and I know Raid and Carnage are really strong together. So they're two really good players. Like if Carnage has been playing Pocket, right? So if he goes Raid side, that's such a scary duo.
We've seen them do really well. They struggled a little bit against Shishkin's team, but even against Sato and Smiley, the other guy, Plymouth, was it Plymouth? Yeah, kept throwing himself at the pocket to like give them a chance. So they know how to fight teams that have like better players on one side or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's actually a very valuable C tier, 1600, almost 1600 team game, which 1600 team games really when you start playing pretty good players. Like there's a lot of 2K guys that don't really care about team game that much, so their team games around like 1550, 1600. So he's definitely playing against competitive players whenever he plays ranked.
Yeah, and that's someone that likely won't just die. Hello, Michelle 2. Looks like you're pulling for Etwin's team and the Blades Angels. We got an Etwin fan out there.
Yeah, man. What a good day, though, huh? Friday. Got home from class early. We got a good set ahead of us.
Yeah, this is like my favorite day because it's the one day of the week I don't work. So I'm just chilling. We got some great TV that's about to happen. You just got your couch, your new couch.
Yeah, just bought a couch.
Same amount of money
I could have bought a new PC, but I'm responsible.
You're like, nah, I need a couch.
Well, a better couch. I got like some old stuff my parents gave me. Currently.
Right. Is it leather or what is it like made out of?
It's like a soft cloth. I actually don't really like leather that much.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like leather sweats, and it's just, I don't know. I hate leather couches.
You wake up, you're all stuck to it.
Yeah, you gotta throw like a sheet on it just for it to kind of be okay.
You don't want like an animal to get on it. Typically, I don't know. It just seems like a pain.
I hate leather.
The couch recline? It's got like that sleeper part on it, or like that long, like the one end comes out, and it's like one long cushion that you can lay on.
All right, so Frozen Cove, drafted by
Let's say we
Blades
got the
Angels.
maps flying in.
That has been one of the most popular maps in this tournament. I know Pyrenees was also up there, of course, Acclivity, but of like these new maps, Frozen Cove and Pyrenees. But I haven't seen Pyrenees for a while. We're gonna see it today.
Man, rip Acclivity.
Will Raid's team pick
Man.
Pyrenees? Okay, Lowland. Yeah, Acclivity could be the opener. They got Pyrenees, Expanse, Coastal, and Chasm left to ban.
Wasn't Frozen Cove a home map for old refugees last round? That's a you question.
Yes, they have liked that map. They have picked it a lot. I think they lost on it one time this tournament. In fact, I can pull up the stats in a sec. But what's it gonna be? We got Pyrenees, Expanse, Chasm. I feel like Pyrenees is gonna be the opener.
Does it just pick it at random?
Well, there's 3 left, and the final ban from Carl is going to decide the opener. So it's not going to be Pyrenees. It's between Expanse and Chasm. And he banned Chasm, so it will be Expanse. So there's a little advantage in the map draft where you get to choose the opener out of the final 2 maps that are left.
Man, look how many kills. I know the statistic doesn't really matter that much, but look how many more kills Old Refugees team has than Blades. Does that mean that Blades team might have gotten a buy round, or is Old Refugees kind of drag out the game more so you have those higher kill games?
It does tell me they've had some longer matches and they've liked Frozen Cove. Something that actually stands out, the KDs of both teams 1.2. Exact same.
Their
Eco K
eco KDs or eco kills are actually not far off. So Raid's team must kill a lot more like military. It must have been longer games.
Yeah, the Eco KD at the bottom. Blades Angels looks like they're slightly better on killing more, but they lose about the same. They're each losing about 21, 23 a game. Blades Angels killing 38 a game, though. They are eco killers. So Frozen Cove's already on there. And Old Refugees are 1-1. Blades Angels 2-1 on that. What about the other maps? So the opener Expanse 0-1 and 1-0. Blades Angels kind of favored there just experience-wise, but doesn't necessarily mean. Depends on who they played too. And what about Lowland? I feel like Old Refugees have done good on Lowland. 1-1. And I've got the stats more caught up. They're not all the way caught up. I'm going to try to finish getting them completely up to date. I think right now the current leader of the season stuff is actually Killian HQSU. And I don't know if anyone will catch him. So it's more of a race for second place and third place.
Okay. Yeah, they slaughtered. I saw Etwin play last week. Hope he can improve himself. I thought he played very well last week. So yeah, I guess it kind of. I don't know how much improving you can really do in a week, considering we're all like pretty busy, right? Jobs and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if he brings that same level, I think it'll be very close set. To be honest,
Yeah,
strong
and
player for sure.
I think a lot of the improvement just comes from the journey of the tournament. You're playing every week. More of the practice may actually be in the freaking games themselves. I know teams do practice behind the scenes, but just playing these maps every week, doing drafts, that's a big part of the experience and practice, I would say.
Mongols banned right off the bat for Blades Angels. They do not want to deal with that Civ.
I think it's a good call.
I would say with Frozen Cove and maybe Expanse, both those maps, I would personally ban Kumans as well. You can always get cheesed by the Kumans.
I still need to see what happened with Leafman's team. They got Kumans and they lost on Frozen Cove. And I didn't see what happened early, but that should be a power spike. I think they were against camels or something. So those heavy camel civs can kind of counter the Kuman Knight spam.
Yeah. I mean, if punished correctly, I don't think Kumans is like a free win, but you just have such a big advantage over teams.
Yeah, and they haven't been banned yet, but Spanish have, which are also really good on
Italians.
Cove. What?
Italians are kind of interesting. I guess we've seen them played a lot on Frozen Cove, actually, like unique units, ARBs.
Yeah, I assume it's gonna be a Kuman ban here, Zumpy.
Mm, yeah, we'll see. They might just ban something trash and try to get it early in the draft.
Bohemians.
It makes sense. Honestly, all three of Blade's Angels bans are civs you really don't want to deal with in the late game. Like Mongols, probably the strongest late game in the game. If
Yeah,
not Bohemians, right? So there's two. And then Spanish, like some of these maps go to trade, and having Spanish on your team with trade is
insane.
always feels good.
And it's a Berber first pick. Now, Expanse is the opener, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be Frozen Cove. I think that's where the Berbers will be used. But are you going to
Yeah.
take Kumans if you're Blades Angels here? You have two picks right now, and they do.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've kind of got to, right? I would snag like Kumans and maybe like Khmer for
Maybe,
lowland
maybe even
or something.
Hindustanis, which have been
Hindus,
great.
yeah.
I would go Cav. Okay, they went Mayans.
I was actually thinking Mayans too, but my pocket mind doesn't doesn't compute these flank civs.
I'd actually like the strat that Stomp did on Expanse. Just
What did they do?
FC. They FC into like a castle and go unique units. I would just go right into Plumes on that map because Foot Archers can be like too slow. I think
Yeah,
Plumes right out the gate in Expanse to try to get that win would be huge.
Persians, forgot about them. That's a good civ.
Yeah, four great civs for each team.
You know, it's funny, Spencer. I've actually really been liking unique units recently, and I used to hate them. I used to think that they sucked. I mean, not sucked, but I used to just be like, "Oh, why make a unique unit? You know, you can make 5 archer ranges and then just make arbs." But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um.
Unique units are cool. They feel like oddly strong, which is, I guess, in the balance for you to use them.
Right. And it's like if you transition to them correctly or certain maps, it's easier to do. Sometimes it's like Frozen Cove, for instance. If someone goes right into Rattans, they can just die to heavy foot archers. So you almost have to
Hmm.
like time it right. Now I don't like that they got Kumans, but then it's like all these S tier camel civs for old
Yeah,
refugees. It makes it problematic for Kumans to do what they really want to do. They don't get heavy camel. Um, you almost need like foot archers or something that is good against camels to make the Kuman work if it's against heavy camels.
yeah. I'm really liking these drafts, though. Like, it seems like both the teams have thought about it quite a bit, actually.
Yeah,
Um, I would say old refugees is definitely. I thought they would be worse off, but they're getting some really good picks right
I
now.
love their picks. Berbers, Persians, and Hindus. Like, yes, you gave them Kumans, but they might have what they need to handle the Kuman
Absolutely.
with these S tier
I'm
camel
about to get
civs.
fucking cleared, man. I can't make fucking scouts.
Very funny, Vanith.
Now, you can't hear that on my end, right?
No.
Okay. I know I had it set up where when I screen shared, people would hear my taunts, but now I got the spy cams working
So
way
you
better.
better make sure you make some fucking army.
I'm trying, dude. This is why I wanted to go feudal.
Poor Zumpy just wanted to go feudal. He was trying. That was still one of the funniest moments of the tournament. Your team full feudal goes full FC, and the boomers go full feudal and they just kill you guys. Too funny, man.
Well, I'll be honest. I just needed a name.
Yeah, but it was just like the names. The script was flipped based on the two names. It was just kind of funny.
I see Dravidians here. People either love or hate Dravidians. I think you're a fan, right?
I love Dravidians. I think they're,
I don't think Dev. I don't think like Dev likes them very much.
gosh, they're
For
amazing.
example,
Like, look what
I hate to
Raid
call out Dev, but we've been on teams a lot
will use them
together.
on Lowland because he's
Okay.
also used them on Acclivity, and he did really well against the Toe. Obviously, it was a team game, and he got some help, but he did amazing with them against the Toe. He said it was the game of his life on Acclivity.
I mean, I just think they're objectively good, right? Like you get a range for free.
Though the wood bonus is insane. It literally is. Every age, it's insane. Even Imp. It's like, hey, I can drop another
Castle
TC
Age,
if
you
I
get your
want.
university for free.
And if it goes late game or a wood game, you got these badass elephant archers. You got insane skirms for like getting trade going if you need to get in the trash. You have a unique unit that isn't used that often, but when it's needed, sometimes it can be like game breaking if it's up against the right stuff.
Curious, what do you think about? Because Frozen Cove isn't really my kind of map.
Mm-hmm.
What would you think about like a Magyar's pick? So then in the late game, you could play with their strong CA.
Which team are you talking about?
Just either of them.
Well, I wouldn't like it on Blades Angels just because there's the Berbers and the Hindustanis, and there's even Rattans. I
Those
think
CA are strong, dude.
I want to see Malay played there into foot archers, quick imp, kill the camels. That's what I would do if I was Blades Angels. I would have Malay go foot archers on Frozen Cove and kill with that power spike.
The other day, I had to play arena late game. I was Kumans, and they were Magyars.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not think Kumans have an answer for like the food unique unit, and then their CA fully upgraded. Magyar
Right.
CA. There's like no answer. Like, Halib SO just doesn't work because the SO don't get siege engineers.
Like they have
But,
Paladin, but so
dude, that
does-
thing gets wrecked.
right.
Those CA are so strong.
That extra damage and range. It makes the Paladin almost like Cavalier, sort of.
There's Magyars. Maybe they're listening to me.
Let's go, old refs are going to blitz this, is my guess. Wololo says P1 Peter P. Piter?
Pyterp? Something like that.
Piterp.
I think we have a
Piter.
good set on our hands, man. We already have 20 people in here. Look at all these people coming in. Everybody's trying to, it's like work.
Let's
I
go.
guess if you're in the US, you're probably at work. Got the second monitor going. If you're in Europe, I guess it's the evening. Wind down, relax. Watch
Right.
some AoE.
It's the weekend pretty much for Euros already. Gav's working hard right now. Those sweaty fingers.
I think
Type
Dev
it
has
up.
posted memes in every AoE server I'm in today, so he is working hard.
The funny thing is he might actually be at work.
I
Doing
think
all
he
that.
works remotely. Not to dox Dev too much, but I think he works remotely. I do it for free. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Khmer drafted that late.
Oh, he works from home. Okay. But you work like on a computer at home, I assume. So you're at work.
No,
even though
I
you're
don't
at
think
home.
Dev owns a computer.
Well, the viewers are flooding in. Let's go. We already got 22. What's up,
That's what I'm
everybody?
saying, man. They're coming in here.
Quarterfinals, Winter Crown Slapdown, $435 prize pool. Still accepting donations. I should actually I'm gonna link the donations in the chat. If anyone wants to add to that prize pool.
Whiskey night in Spain for Pyterp is how I'm saying that. Very cool. Yeah, Saracens also, I just realized, were snagged in there for Blades Angels. Love Saracens late game. They have so many options. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's Age of Camels on the left. Frickin' always see this Camelot. Age of Camelot. I think you gotta kill them with archers. More so than you normally would. If Blades Angels doesn't go foot archers, although they're gonna go Arambai too, that could be really good. Aren't those great against camels? I know they wrecked knights.
I don't think so. They're on a
They're
horse. If they get hit,
But-
they die.
Okay, I just figured they could like move away and throw their little dagger things. Yeah, anti-melee unit says 4 and 4, and camels are melee units.
Von Dutch, I'm going to do my best to keep Spencer neutral here, because Spencer is very biased in his casting.
Yeah, I always am. Gotta make sure I'm not rooting for Blades Angels over here. No, I've been vocal about this from the beginning, and I'm not cheering for them when I say this. But since the beginning, I have picked Old Refugees to win the whole tournament. Doesn't mean I'm rooting for them. That's just who I think is going to win. And that's still my
it's
pick
kinda
today, and every week they're in, it's my pick. Doesn't mean I'm rooting for them. I just believe they're going to win the tournament.
Yeah, it's sort of like what T90 does when he picks a random character for his hidden cup to win. Like, he doesn't know who they are, but he just wants them to win. Right?
Right.
And I think his person always dies like the first round, which is hilarious.
He's just always wrong. Well, I don't know. I've been not that good at predictions in the past. I'm leading right now on our little spreadsheet predictions. And the team that I think is going to win it all is still in it, so who knows? Maybe I'm MTE this tournament. He was always the one with the crystal ball.
I mean, if you had like, I don't want to get this stream demonetized. Like, gun to my head, I had to pick a team. I would pick Old Refugees
To win the whole
to win
thing.
the whole thing. Yeah, if I had to bet everything, I would say Old Refugees is a pretty safe pick.
Yeah, and I know Big Bang beat them. But I think they know how to beat Big Bang now. If they play them again, I think it was good for them that they lost in the Swiss, because now they know what they have to do to beat that team with Nazar. And that team's interesting because it's the only team where the pocket is like the weakest player and they have these really strong flanks. But it just seems to work because weak flank teams, you can just skip the flank and go hit the pocket. Those teams, you cannot do that.
Yeah. The other thing too, which I really like about like Stomp and Old Refugees, is they all speak the same language, so they can communicate really effectively and really easily. Whereas, like, if you look at Blades Angels, and we're not trying to rag on Blades Angels by any means, but like all three of them are from countries that speak different languages, so they're probably gonna pick English,
Yep.
as like their neutral language. And who knows? Not to call out Carl, but maybe he's Estonian. He might not know that much English, so he might not be able to convey what he's trying to say very well. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think that's a definite advantage for teams, the communication aspect.
Because sometimes they might not know the word they're trying to say, and they're like focused on the game, and they gotta like say something, and they might not know exactly how to say it, and that could throw you a little bit off in a big moment or something.
Yeah,
Estonians are very good in English, says Michelle. Easy.
dude, I can't think of English words to say when I'm playing stressful games, and it's my only native language. So
Heck, sometimes I can't think of the damn word just cast in the game. Wait, what the hell am I trying to say? What's the word?
he's making the that unit.
Yes, that one with the horse and
The bow.
and the shield.
Oh man.
Just say Mongols are OP and BS. Yeah, it would, except for they're banned because these teams are smart.
They're banned and they're getting nerfed a little bit in this next patch.
And something you notice about the teams that made it this far, the drafts are like super good from both sides. You wouldn't be here
I
with
love
bad
these
drafts. Dev's
Where's
asking-
the lobby? Calm down, Dev. All good things come with time. Are you not enjoying our commentary here?
Yeah, what is this? Are we just too boring? You guys are just here for the players and screw us, right? No.
We're gonna be looking at birds in the corner too. You're not gonna see any fights.
Yeah, we got Zump. What color's your couch, Zumpy?
It's
the
like
new
a
one.
dark gray.
Dark gray.
Yup.
I would
I like neutral colors,
I would test it out tonight with the movie.
I did not think that's where you were going with
I
that.
know, I was gonna say something else. Let's just say a movie. You could also test it out.
Yeah,
In another way.
All right, back to the draft. So what do you think? Like, I actually have been thinking this whole time. With old refugees bans, they're kind of like, I mean, Italians aren't cream of the crop flank civ, but like Britain's Ethiopians, that has to be for lowland, I assume. They don't want to play those two civs as flank,
Right.
like against them. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm still wondering. So Vietnamese will be expanse from old refugees, I assume.
Okay.
And I think Mayans will be from Blades Angels. Problem is, like, Rattans are decent against Plumes, but Plumes are faster than Rattans.
Yeah, I was actually having this conversation last night with someone, and I would much rather have plumes than rattan.
Yeah,
However you
think
say
if
it.
you're on African clearing. Do you want to be like the
They're just a better
slow-moving
unit.
Rattans, or do you want to be the Plumes that just run around and kill everything and can, like, get away from almost anything when they need to?
So
Like-
so Cumans get paid on Frozen Cove or Expanse? What do you think?
Honestly, I would rather go them on Expanse based on old refugee civs. Because I think Hindustanis are going to be used on Cove, and that'll just super counter them. I don't think we'll see Hindustanis on Expanse. That's where I would use them. Just right out the gate, use them on Expanse.
All right, since we have RC theory crafting here in the chat, RC, would you rather have your flank have 65 villagers and Bengali skirms, or would you rather have your flank have 140 villagers and 60 Teuton paladin? I'll let you think on that for a minute. That was kind of mean. Are you checking for a lobby, by the way, or are they just taking
Yeah,
their time?
lobby's up. Wait. There was 2 out of 6, and then it disappeared. And it's not up either. Okay, they must be rehosting. They don't like the server.
Yeah, where are they gonna? Oh, they can just play in Europe. They're all in Europe.
Where did the game go?
If flank is Teutons, he has 60 paladins. There must be something wrong. You would think so, Von Dutch. You would think so. This is a reference to our last tournament in which my team died. Too bad.
Oh, I didn't realize what you were talking about for a second. Yeah, RC going
Yeah.
to skirms against Teutons that don't have crossbow.
Titanic Lord had like, I don't know, he might not have had 140, but he had like over 100 villagers and he had Teuton Paladin. We just got demolished.
And he got the tower at the gap, which I just love on that map. I was just wondering why no one was doing that anymore. My team was not good, and the only time we beat your team in a practice game was putting towers at the fucking gaps on that map. Because it's just strong.
Yeah. I was hoping that map would make a return in this tournament, but I guess you're saving it for the summer theme.
We just had it, so it's like be kind of weird to put it right back in. Although we had Acclivity and we put that back, but
Acclivity is a great map, though.
yeah, I have some ideas for what we're gonna do for summer. I don't want to spoil them or say them yet, but I'll talk with Bob and we'll figure it out. He might even pick half the maps, and I might pick half.
You should let me pick one.
True, and we're gonna have a feedback stream, probably a week after the tournament ends, like we always do. Following week, feedback stream. I know people were hoping that this round could have been best of 5s. I almost feel like maybe it should have been, but we didn't know how long these maps were gonna take. Like, it'd be super cool if it was the best of 5 right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I know Jonas was a huge fan of your feedback channel that you set up.
Jonas. Yeah, he was the number one.
The feedback channel just turned into the argument center. It was like Leaf Man hunting X. Like, I can't remember who else, but everybody was arguing with each other in there.
I always love Bob's response. He puts the paper shredder gif with the. It comes out of the printer and it goes right into the paper shredder. Thanks for the feedback. We'll consider it.
Yeah. Man, these guys are taking their time, huh?
Yeah, we got 5 out of 6 in the lobby. Custom
we
map
got
pool.
it's 14 here.
I know, I'm
High Turp
ready.
is like exercising all the languages that he knows in the chat.
How many viewers we got right now? We got 24 people ready to see this game. They're not all in. Same code. Wait, are they all in chat? Yes, they are. And yeah, I think I mentioned spy cams are just amazing now. You undeafen and we just hear it. I don't have to share screen. I'll share the screen anyways of the game. But
Hot dog, Shiva. In the chat. Shiva, I don't think those will be the 3 pocket civs. Check out the first pick for Blades Angels. I think they will be a pocket somewhere. I could be wrong though. I guess you could play Frozen Cove, Kuman flank. It doesn't really matter. Everybody's kind of like a pocket.
yeah, and Slavs, Magyars, Franks, those are, but Kumans are absolutely a pocket civ. There's only 3 maps, so it can't actually be those 3. They didn't
That's what I'm saying. Like you could very easily have
2.
Kumans. Like,
We've seen teams make that crap work. They go 2 pockets in a 3v3.
Like Frozen Cove, you just go like Kuman, Saracens, Magyars.
I think the big mistake we've seen people go double cav and like it's the standard double archer flank on each side. And they never get into pikes. And it's so bad because knights and archers die to knights and knights. It's just the damage is in there. The whole reason why archers, knights is the meta is because it counters pikes. But if you only have double knights, you got to get into freaking pikes. Even the pocket could make pikes in that situation, honestly.
Oh yeah, yeah. On these big maps where it goes late, like you see all the civs get into their ideal comps. That's why I loved like Nations Cup. You see like the 4v4 from all the like big teams, right? Like China versus Finland or something like that. If the pockets like Slavs, for example, you see them either get into unique unit or get into like Halb Siege Onger. The flanks, if they're like Mayans, they'll have plumes instead of arbs. Like it's really cool to see how the top guys play the late game, even on a map that people call boring and standard like Arabia. They still
Right.
get into their ideal units for those civs.
And then it's just way
And a
more
lot of
interesting.
trade.
Yep, I'm a trade snob. Everybody knows that. I didn't want Leafman's team to win against Stomp or lose, but when they weren't making trade, it was driving me nuts. I was watching Ray as he casted it. And they're Frozen Cove, and they each have like 15 carts an hour plus into the game. It's like, what the hell? That doesn't count as trade at all. That's just trash. That's a garbage trade route. I think one of Stomp's players had 45, which was their whole team combined. All 3 of them actually had like 45 plus. Some teams just don't know how to make trade correctly.
You might have to turn on the spy cam, man. I'm about to hop in one of these chats with whoever's not in this game and show some Zumpy rage.
Seriously, I don't know.
The chat will enjoy.
I don't know what's going on. We could get some behind the scenes real quick, but actually I don't know if the opponents could be listening. So I never like to kind of listen right now.
Well, RC, it appears like they have some stupid looking fucking lobby because there's not 6 people in it and they're not all pressing ready.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They're not saying anything in the chat. They're just slow. They're a bunch of old refugees and old angels. Although I don't think angels are slow.
So I'm curious why it's not OR. Why is it OS?
Well,
You know
old
what I mean?
R is... So OS is like one of the clans. But then there's like the refugees. It's 2 clans combined. I forget what the refugee
Oh.
clan is called, but... Yeah, old school clan is OS. And then the refugee name is like blended in. Old refugees is like a play on the 2 names.
I don't think either one of these teams really know me though as a person, so I'd probably
Okay,
hop in there.
We got a game. We got a game.
Oh, badass. Let's get into this. 27 viewers. Hype.
Hell yeah,
Here
they
we
were
go,
waiting.
boys.
They were waiting for more viewers. That's what they were doing. Okay, let me share capture age with you, Zump. And of course with
Condom
the viewers.
Tiero. It's hilarious.
Wait, where's... Uh-oh. Hold on. What's going on? Fuck, the stupid beta is trying to launch.
A
I
little
should...
technical difficulty here, folks.
Hold on. I don't know why it's trying to launch the beta. I think I can just open normal capture age. I should have tested this.
AoE's like never buggy either, so I'm surprised you're having an issue.
No, I just got... It's the beta version for our stat stuff, but I don't have access to it yet. So... I didn't know it automatically tries to launch the beta when you try to spectate with CA.
Did you not hear what I just said?
No, actually, what did you just say?
I said AoE's like never buggy either. I'm surprised you're having difficulties.
Oh, yeah, it's the most perfect game ever, man.
Game
definitely
is
not-
nothing but bugs.
It's not AoE's fault.
You know something funny, Spencer? When I was like 1300, I didn't understand why JCP's name was Disaster Edition. I was like, this game's not bad. And now that I've gotten better at the game, I'm like, this game sucks, dude.
It's like the perfect name.
These devs need to fix this shit. And I'm like, yeah, Disaster Edition's like perfect.
Yeah. Disaster
All right, let's
Edition.
get in here, Spence.
All right, we got it. Did I think I need to screen share again, or do you see it?
I can just watch the stream. I think
know, it's
It'll be
fine. Bam. There we go. Okay. Don't worry, nothing to miss on this map early on. Blades Angels. Old Refugees. Game 1. Quarterfinals starts now. It's already pings. From Singularity, who we have not seen. He just stepped into sub for Blade. And he's playing the melee, which Blade liked to play. And
It's a pretty badass name.
Singularity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his teammate Etwin is the pocket, and Carl in the blue. Burmese are going to be used here, so no Kumans out the gate here. Carnage playing the Gurjaras. I guess they would have been fighting the Gurjaras. Bengalis as the flank, and Dravidians as the other flank for raid. So he's actually using the Dravidians here. I thought that would have been his pick for Lowland.
Yeah, these civs are really interesting. Slavs makes a ton of sense. I'm actually surprised we don't see, and you could correct me if this is a dumb thing to say, like Chinese weren't picked. Would they be, I feel like they would be pretty solid here.
I think with the farm start, it works well. I don't know what's going on with Raid. He's got a lot of idle time from these vills. There's berries right there. This is not good for Raid, honestly. That was a lot of walking around with 4 vills doing nothing. So,
Yeah.
not the best start for him and not what he would have hoped for. I think he was wanting to see berries sooner.
Dev immediately coming at Singularity's throat. Little 2K animosity here. Does he know the map? 46 seconds idle.
46? He got housed. He had to have got housed. It's like you assume it's Fortress, and you don't build houses because you see the farm start and the walls, and then I guarantee that kind of idle time, he got housed right at the start of the game.
He is Malay, so he'll make it up. Right? Like, that's a good thing. But
Yeah, he's also kind of throwing out the bonus. The 2 vills are going to go out the window. Definitely hurts. Blaze
I think he'll be fine. Maps like this.
Yeah,
You're
Etwin
a
is...
little safer.
Etwin's gone up crazy fast. Actually, no, I guess...
Let's run some predictions, Spencer.
Oh, yeah. We got any mods out there? A mod want to hit us with the predictions? Palisade Arena next time.
I think that's just a tower fest, right? Early ups here from green and blue, so we'll see some feudal pressure.
Yeah,
I would
feudal
assume,
from...
unless they do weird feudal boom, maybe, but I doubt it.
Right,
Yeah, the
like right
Barracks
into
coming down for
ego.
green.
So Scouts most likely from Etwin. He's on his berries. And Carl also going up. I actually thought Carl was going to like FC into a Rambai, but probably not the case. Singularity, I guess he's kind of up quick too. This is a Malay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an FC. He's going on to gold. Oh, he's getting a barracks. Could be archers.
Very interesting uptimes here from old refugees. Can you FC on this map? Is it like an early FC map? Because they're all up at like too late to be feudal, but like pretty early for FC. I guess it is FCs from them.
I like it because I know Stomp made it work really well. Obviously they went into unique units when they did it, but I don't hate it. I think you're safe enough, and based on the walling we're seeing from them, it's probably going to be FCs across the board with those uptimes. Well, 23, 20. We'll see. Early FC is doomed, says Michelle. A lot of new faces in chat. I'm loving to see all these new names I haven't really seen before. Community's definitely been growing this tournament especially. There's 2 bets now? Oh, maybe 2 mods did it. Why a poll instead of prediction? Okay, the poll, don't worry about the poll. Let me delete the poll. Someone delete the poll.
These devs are just, or not devs. These mods are just too quick with it.
Yeah, and one of my admin mods, can you ban RC? Thanks.
Oh god.
He failed and did a poll. We want him out for good.
Poor RC, man. He just gets
Poor
hammered by
RC.
everybody.
Just kidding, RC. 4-4 got there first with 30-second long prediction. A 30-second prediction. Wow. That's a quickie.
Yeah, so are we only seeing one range here from like Singularity, for example? I see you're over by his base. He just has one.
Yeah, single range. Maybe he just wants some defensive archers. WTF is this crap? Where is Blade? I know, Smoke. There's like so many Blade fans, and he's not here. Singularity's playing for him. Another guy with a cool name. He like found a cool name to sub for him. He's been one of the coolest players this tournament, not gonna lie. One of them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Blade is definitely, even in the chat, right? He's made like a big personality.
Yeah. Entertaining on spy cam. Okay. He just pulled the Vills. So Raid, I was worried about his start with the idle time, and now they're pouncing on these Vills. The question here is, do you delete and let them in? Or do they all have to die? I don't know what he wants to do yet.
Too. They have Etwin playing pocket. Not
So is this a mistake, Zombie? He tried to save these Vills, but now the door is wide open. The other archers can come forward. The scouts are already in. Oh my gosh.
I think he'll be fine if he Vil fights.
But he can't even
he
drop a
needs-
second lumber camp.
Yeah, he needs. I thought he'd have more archers in the back there.
This
This
is
is
almost
not
GG
ideal.
damage. This is almost GG damage. Raid is dead. Let's listen in on Blade's Angels.
Okay.
They're not saying anything yet.
I just undeafen right. I don't unmute.
Yep. They're not saying a whole lot. What is Raid's Vills? 24? He lost 8 Vills. I would have just let the 4 die. That's why I was like, I don't know. Is he going to open this door?
That is not ideal.
No, it's not.
Just now getting fletching too. So yeah, I mean Singularity's a strong player, man. I've played him in ranked, like I said, maybe 5 times, and I think I've maybe won 2 or 3. So he's always definitely like an impactful player in the game. So I was excited to see how he would play here.
Yeah, and they need counter damage. They need big counter damage to kind of reeled us back a little bit. Castle Age is coming in. It's melee Castle Age, so it's quick. He'll be right into crossbows. And the problem with Raid being behind, your pocket is camels. So the archers could be super strong here.
Yeah, has he added a second range teal, or is he just because he only has 7 units right now, and then that range? No, he's
He
got a
just
second. Okay, I
did.
was gonna say that second range. One of the ranges also will go idle, obviously, to get crossbow. So
And the
won't
Rambai
be
coming out.
too scary of an army.
I feel like Blade's Angels definitely in the driving seat. Now, their military numbers aren't that high right now. Where is the other big army? It's at home. But as crossbow comes in, Raid has to run.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Yeah, he needs to hightail it out of there.
He's nowhere near up because of the giga damage early on.
Green here opting for both eco upgrades, right? The heavy plow will make his slab farms absolutely insane. He's got 3 knights in the queue.
Yeah, I love how a poll just
really like the
came in.
way they're playing it.
A poll saying everyone's saying old refugees will win, but it's a poll, not a prediction. I don't think those people would say that now after what happened to Raid.
Yeah, you never know though. People have faith. I mean, the Ville count's not terribly apart. Huge military lead for old refugees.
Yeah, definitely. They need to do something with it, but Palermo's sitting at home, and I think it's because Carl's up and he's not, and he just hit. So he'll get his immediate 2 free Vills. Little Bengali bonus.
And just like Stomp's team, he's playing into that unique unit. And he's got town centers behind it. And has he mined all that stone, or did he buy some? 'Cause that's 850 stone he's plopped down there. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. He was mining it. TC coming up. Archers and mats are good against Arambai. I know Arambai can get the good jump, but if you have enough archers and he's going right into the university, which you need against a mobile unit like that, Seville might die.
That.
And pressure once again to Raid, who's not up. He's got a minute. I think they could get in here. This could be really nasty. Where are the camels? There's just not a lot of military strength from old refugees right now. Feudal army. Your pocket doesn't
Those
have
knights
anything.
only have the first armor though. They're not too terribly strong yet. I think Etwin's opting more for the eco approach, which I like on a map like this.
And he's
But
ahead.
it is something to think about, right? Could they end the game here if he had that second armor?
Through the maze. They found a sneaky way around. It's slow, it's very slow, but and this knight's never going to know how to get through that with DE pathing. Or is he? I'm impressed. Oh, never mind. That's what I expected to happen. Could also be a trap. Blade, Raid. Just Raid and Blade, although no Blade today. Raid getting his upgrades. Going to be crossbow very soon and a hill advantage.
I think they just need to shoot a hole in the palisade somewhere because there's 2 sides that they can shoot a hole through.
There's another little maze that way. And the Arambai may come too. We see them moving towards the pocket. Yeah, yellow is just booming it out. Not a lot of military yet from him. They're kind of trapped here. They're kind of trapped.
Yeah, green did get that second armor though, so those knights are very tanky. They do not care about that town center at all.
The camels, there's not a lot of camels is the problem. It's Raid had a lot more archers, but the camel numbers were not there. Carnage.
Ooh, that's so bad. That wood line, yep, it's gonna have to run.
Fortunately, there's a TC, but he's gonna lose even more bills. Deletes the house. Second time Raid dies this game, says Champ Mitch. Okay, let's listen into Blade's Angels now.
Okay.
See what they're kind of planning. I hear the clicking.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've got a keyboard.
Morse code.
Wait, I want to get out before he can attack me with those freaking camels.
Yeah,
You can
that's a
come
good
to me.
plan.
No, attack the fields.
Isn't that open?
Oh, you're coming in?
You're talking to Carl, I assume, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now
Come
just
here,
making
come
sure.
Mm.
Is there relics?
Come here. Come outside.
Right.
No, come on. Sorry,
I'm coming.
All right, I'll mute it. I'll tell
Having-
you, I thoroughly enjoy hearing these people that I play against on the ladder, like hearing what their voice sounds like.
For like
you
the
never
first
like,
time.
think about it. Yeah, you just see these names, you know, and you play against them.
It makes
funny
the
to think
whole tournament feel more connected to like the players. Instead of just seeing armies moving and killing each other, we get to see personalities and
Absolutely,
big fight.
big jump here. Yep.
Now the power of foot archers, man.
Yeah, you're seeing the weakness of the Aramba there. I thought they would get a much better engagement considering Purple didn't
All
go
the
on
pressure
square
has been in
formation,
our
but they
face
decent
like the
enough
last like 2
aggro
fucking games. All of
there
it.
to get away with it.
Yeah. Someone played something during your sentence. I kind of heard what you said, but you were yelling all the pressure is in our base.
We have absolutely zero initiative.
Yeah, all the pressure is kind of. Now, what's the boom like for
I'm about to get
Carnage?
fucking
70?
cleared, man. I can't make fucking scouts.
Carl is booming, man. He is booming away. Now, he may not even stay on around by forever. It's just one castle. He's got 20 of them. So, yeah, they cleared some.
For me, he's kind of have an awkward late game, though. Honestly,
Look at
both those
this.
civs down there have an awkward late game.
What the hell's going on here? He'll notice that eventually, but this is like probably 2 TCs waypointed to this stone. And a castle from Carl. I kind of want to hear the old refugees reaction, even though we can't understand. Let's hear old refugees for this.
Okay.
And those around by reach is the question. He hasn't said anything. Columbus didn't say a word. I think you need to delete this blacksmith. Archers
If you
come,
want to, I can.
and they could
I
have
can
shot
fill
too.
in. I can fill in with whatever Italian I remember. Grazie mille, vaffanculo.
Well, it's kind of like two castles canceling each other out. I do think if you deleted the blacksmith, ran the archers up, and more vills on it, maybe a chance to deny there. Whoa, Blades Angels is all imp already. Man, they have played this so well. I don't see what old refugees do here to come back in this game. They're down on vills, they're down on tech, they're even on military, but as the imp techs come in, it's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, absolutely. On paper here, right? You'd think Slavs would not have the best matchup against Gujaras, but they're making it work. Singularity's keeping his archer numbers high and not really allowing those camels to engage the knights cleanly. And then with the mixing in of the Shrivanstram riders, they've gotten so many nerfs that they just don't feel like they did on release of that civ. That's for sure.
Right. You don't even fear them as an archer player anymore. Oh, Shramshas, we still like one-shot them and move away and one-shot and move away.
Yep.
Even Elite, it just doesn't seem very good. Nobody bet on Blades Angels, apparently. I mean, it's not over, but it doesn't look good. And I don't see Imp in sight for anyone but Carnage. I guess Raid's getting somewhat close.
Yeah, the Cavalier in +4 armor, or the third armor for the for the Slav Knights here is going to hit like a train. And I
GG is
don't
called.
think. Yep. GG.
That's not a surprise. It started really bad for Old Refugees, what happened to Raid. But even just the strats overall, the Arambai were great.
Blue dropped another castle down there in front of purple.
Yeah, and he's Imp, and he's just going to treb that down. They're just all dead at this point. And even the Camels, they're not going to be able to take on the Carl's mass of Arambai. He has loved going Arambai this tournament, too. I forget how many times we've seen Carl do it. It's been quite a few.
Absolutely. Well played after a, I don't want to say rocky start, but he must have gotten housed, right? Singularity, thinking that it was a more fortress style map.
Yep. And they didn't do the read. They just said, screw it, let's go. All right, MVP poll incoming.
So you better make sure you make some fucking army.
I'm trying, dude. This is why I wanted to go feudal.
Alrighty. Game 1. A pretty quick expanse game, honestly. Even their imp time
I told
is
you guys this wasn't a good idea from the beginning.
33 minutes. And yeah, it's... I don't know. I feel like Old Refugees played this kind of weird. Not weird, but I guess it looks bad just how Blades Angels played it.
Spencer, am
We
I
have
going to get
absolutely
zero initiative?
Like some reward for all these soundboard clips.
You need like some royalties or something, right?
That's the word I was thinking of. I couldn't think of it.
All the pressure has been in our base, like the last 2 fucking games. All of it.
They're almost all yours.
I need some royalties here.
Yeah. We'll have to work something out in the future. Okay, it's a
tie.
split. Who's higher score? Edwin or Carl? Carl gets the MVP. Congrats to Carl. We're going to see game 2 on not Frozen Cove. It's going to be the Lowland, I think.
Well, they could pick it, right, if they want.
True.
We actually have seen that quite a bit. In this
They might,
tournament.
because I know they like the map. But you're also, like, there's still Kumans out there. I'm worried about Old Refugees right now. Especially with how good Blades Angels looked in that game.
Yeah, I don't think I don't really know the mental of that team, but I think they'll be able to snap back here. It is kind of unfortunate, like we were talking about before. Like, it is a best of 3. So if you're Old Refugees, you kind of feel like your back's on the line right now. But
Yeah.
you just got to be clear-headed and know that you have some good civs to pick and go into it. I actually wouldn't mind them picking Frozen Cove because it seems like Lowland could very quickly, something bad could happen because it's sort of that Arabia meta map. So if they
Right.
pick Lowland, I mean, we're in an ad now, so I'd
Yeah.
imagine
Between game
maybe
ad.
interesting people. If you pick Frozen Cove and you win on that map, you probably just feel like the better team because it's realistically it's not going to be a game under 40 minutes, I don't think.
Yeah, most likely it won't. And the same thing with best of 3s, like losing game 1 at best of 5 isn't that big of a deal. You got plenty of games to reel it back. Losing a game in a best of 3, you got to win out, and that can be very tough to pull off. There's a lot more pressure, I'd say, coming back, losing the first game. But we have seen it time and time again this tournament. But the Dravidians for Raid fall.
Raid sharing a screen there. I can just imagine him being like, "Look here, you didn't come here right when I told you to. Why are you making farms right now?"
I was worried about his start too. Those Vills idling, they were looking for berries and they kind of went back and forth. And then they got killed and then they got let in and more of them died. And it was just all downhill from there. everything that could have went wrong did, and Blades Angels capitalized on it. Someone close the prediction. I guess that's got to be me because y'all are betting on it probably. Okay. Blades Angels. So I think the points just go back because nobody bet on them, but someone would have got rich. We got 34 viewers now. Wow, let's freaking go. Quarterfinals. Game 2 must win for Old Refugees. This is the knockouts. If you lose here, your tournament life is over. Gotta win to send it to Game 3. And winner goes to the semis. The best of 5 rounds. Semis are all best of 5s from here on out. The quarters still are best of 3s. Can't be from NL though, otherwise bets on Etwin would go crazy. Damn, these points just disappear. Wait, did you get refunded or did you just lose the points? They just vanished?
Am I can't bet from NL? Is that not just Netherlands? Am
But
I
it's not.
stupid?
It's not real money. I think it's Netherlands.
Okay.
Well, they literally lost them. So if you're wrong and no one bets, you just lose them anyways. I did not know that.
Dang. Oh hey. Price of gambling, boys.
Yep.
No one forced you to click that button. All right.
Yeah,
Get
that's
some zombie rage in here.
That's what you get for gambling. No, I honestly keep talking about making an alt account so I can get in on it.
Since we were in the ad break, I'll inform everyone that's not a subscriber what I was talking about. Raid is currently sharing his screen in the Discord, so I'm hoping he's like reaming his team right now because that's what I would be doing. I'd be like, "Look here, you didn't make your mining camp in the right spot, idiot. That's why we lost this game. You suck. Go play single player."
Yeah,
All right, I
game
think game
started.
2's up. Let's launch it.
Go play single player.
Plenty of vafanculos. Yeah, that was like the only word they taught me when I lived in Italy was that I needed to know. That and allora.
All right, so we're looking
Filler
at
word
Raid
for
first. It
everything.
looks like he's got his Khmer. I think it's Khmer. Yeah, Khmer for Raid. His other ally at flank, Vietnamese, and Polemos or Carnage
Guys,
with the
can you
Persians.
listen? Can you come here, Shiva, with the knights, please? Yeah, you don't track
Now,
the pocket. You need
Carl
to track
is
the pocket.
Saracens against Raid. I think Raid will get the better end of this Civ-wise. He's going to have to win that side because Polemos is against Etwin. I don't know how close they actually are.
And look here, they've moved it around. They've moved Singularity to the pocket with the Franks here.
Oh, interesting.
Etwin was the pocket last game.
Yeah, and Blade's usually the flank, but Singularity is his sub playing pocket, and Carl is now moving to flank. This is going to be first time seeing just standard flank play from him. Prediction has...
Kuman flank, or Khmer, excuse me. Khmer flank too.
I like
It's kind of
that.
interesting.
I like it. Is there a prediction going? I think there is. Yep. Get them points out there. Will Old Refugees bounce back? Yeah, the question is, where's Blade?
I like giving him Koreans too. Koreans have kind of gotten some buffs, right? They have the free armor, which actually does help. And then now their archers are like 50% off wood cost. And if he has to make a defensive tower, considering he gets pushed, that tower will get upgraded in Castle Age. And you really don't want to get near guard towers. That is a scary building.
You do not.
So
thank you, RC.
I really like giving him Koreans here.
Koreans for the weaker player. How to not die. Go Koreans. We don't see heavy idle time from anyone. It's 1 second or less across the board. Not the best board kill for Carl. But he's got all kinds of food rotting. Didn't you say 4 and 4 loves to do this? Just corpses rotting everywhere under his TC.
Yeah, I can't stand it. I like to eat two things at a time.
Don't bench me? What happened? Etwin said don't bench me to his team.
Maybe Blade's returned.
Blade is back. But I mean,
once in.
he can't actually switch with Atwin. He can switch with Singularity. Spy cam. Yeah, let's hear Blades Angels. What are they talking about right now? We might have missed it, but who knows?
I mean, there's no point to rush Scout forward anyway, so. I'll push all the deer. Full greed.
Same. There's no need, but I just do it anyways.
Okay, we can cut the chatter. I actually don't know which one is which when they talk. I knew who Blade was.
I think the first guy was Singularity and the second guy was Carl. I could be completely wrong, but
Right?
the first guy sounded a little more Dutch.
Edwin said same. Okay, so he was the second one to talk. Now, what I want to see here with this quick up, this 17 up, I think it's vital to have both scouts when you do this.
Dude, Smoke a Lot's funny, man. The toxic voice, the Singularity.
His singularity. But I want to see two scouts together. If you're doing this quick up, yellow being with raid here, you can like really screw someone over. Because he's going to already bang on this Ville. The barracks is going to get delayed.
Oh
Just-
yeah,
You get a second scout here, it's just so good.
It is close though. Red has to really pay attention, which I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Because
And blue.
you know you got to think. I mean, most of the people in chat I know and are pretty good at the game, but like he
Oh,
also has
scouts.
to do pivotal stuff at his base, right? Oh wow, scouts.
He's playing scouts. I thought it was going to be quick archers, but it is scouts against double range from Carl. Rushing the ranges up. He's been delayed. The scouts are coming. Maybe that's why yellow didn't come this way, but now yellow is here. Or Carnage.
I don't like that, honestly. I mean, it can definitely work, but this map is kind of close. Like, you don't have as punishing stuff on this map as Arabia, typically. And, yeah, I mean, blue just mixes in a couple spears here.
Yeah, and Dev
and
just
he'll
made a
be
point.
fine.
Carl's base is so easy to defend. Especially against just scouts. There's no archers to really harass. But are they going to go right to Singularity? With double scouts and double mobility.
Let's get a listen in. What do you think on Singularity's team?
Yeah, Master, thanks for the follow. I don't know why my notification
No.
didn't work.
Mm,
You're getting spanked.
no.
No.
Wrong rank.
Okay.
Interesting.
Where are they?
Oh, he's already going
Oh,
to
they're
gold.
going
What
for
the
me.
hell?
Did you? Archers too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Bro,
double
why is he
scouts.
going for gold so early?
Is it?
Should I come? I'm coming.
That doesn't
I
make
mean, nah,
sense.
it's fine. Just
He's an arena
continue.
player. His brain might be imploding on this type of map.
Spycam old refs? Yeah, let's hear old
Your
refs.
scout's still here.
Yeah, it's
We
fine.
got translators.
Ooh, I just muted the soundboard by accident.
I don't know why my alerts are broken. What the hell? Thanks for the follow, Illusionist and everyone else. Apparently my alerts are broken, but I'll have to look at that later.
Spycam 2 is deafened for some reason.
Oh, I have it deafened. I know what it
Good
is.
gracious, Spencer.
Wow.
Jota, cara.
There we go.
There it is.
That's why we haven't heard anything from them.
I'm cool.
So we've listened in, we haven't heard nothing, but now it makes sense.
Ok, buono, buono.
C'è uno scout fermo sopra?
So Mash Derv, this is a 3v3
Insomma, che sa
tournament.
pulire in due sto qua.
The average rating is about 1700-1800.
Stiamo andando in base sua da...
And it's a team building system where all the teams are pretty balanced. How come I haven't signed the
Attenzione,
spec
attenzione.
dashboard still? It's a good question. It's on my
Okay,
checklist. But what's going on at Raid? We can cut the chatter. He's got Khmer houses, if he remembers. Although Maybe it's better to just relocate the vills like he is. He doesn't have a house on the wood line, but he's got this tower. It looks like they're just sort of content with pressuring the pocket and defending at home with towers and whatever need be, which I kind of like with Khmer here. For Saracens, naked houses are not safe. That's a good point. They do have Saracen archer bonus.
That they do. What's kind of happening at the bottom? Are they just in like a little stalemate down there, or have they fought?
Whoa, what are these walls?
But once again, they're Saracens. The walls don't really matter that much.
Yeah, especially making them that long. They will get in. I think these armies are going to re-meet now that he's realized. Or does he go forward? He's going to go back home. But the scouts are now on him.
I hate that. I hate just chasing.
These double scouts have paid off so much, though. They have hit everybody at this point. Now they're causing panic here. Onto the wood line. This is massive damage coming in. It's too many scouts to fight. It's too many. Oh, wait, they're not hitting. What the hell? Raid. Raid. I don't know if you're on stand ground or what.
He's probably on stand ground.
So 4 vills going down. 5 vills now.
Yeah, old refugees really clapping back here to try to tie this series up.
Yeah. I think we're headed for a game 3 by the looks of this early game. Did Carl get vills on Raid? I don't think Raid lost anything. He lost 1, and he's killed 3. And he's not looking over there, but the damage has been done here. If they can just weather the storm now and play defensive, this is their game. Because they don't need any more damage. They have done plenty. But Polemos is even here. He could get wiped. The problem about getting wiped here is counter damage could be done to Polemos.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Vietnamese, right? They've got that extra HP. I wonder if they could just take the fight.
That's true. The power of Vietnamese, and if you add in the armor, which he doesn't have, they're such tanky archers.
Like, I think with good micro, he can just win this.
Yeah, now there's 2 armies coming to Carnage, but Carnage's bloodline's coming in. He's up. I don't think this is going to do anything. Even Saracens, it may break in an idle temporarily.
Yeah, Persians as well, right? Powerhouse Civ.
And this is what you said you hate. These archers have chased from here. Now they're chasing all the way to the pocket. It's just gonna take
you
the
just
fight.
never feel like you're in control when you do stuff like this, at least in a team game. In a 1v1, you can chase around and play that whole game. But like in a team game, you want to be the one with the initiative. You want to be the one asking questions of the other. That being said, it is a clear up there.
Yeah.
They have absolutely 0 initiative.
It's a clear, but now Raid is all over Carl again. These scouts are getting so much value. That's actually the first vill to die of Carl's, believe it or not. But now more will go down. Armor's in. It's very not worth it to fight these scouts. They could call a quick GG here. But they won't because Carl is in Pocket's base. Pocket's up. This is actually very annoying.
Do you want to listen to them again, or?
Yeah, I kind of want to hear Blade's Angels because I know they're behind, but
Archer's there.
Camping is gold. So Carnage, no market.
I'm
Castle
coming
Age, and they
there,
can't make
Singularity.
knights.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do something.
Try to break slowly.
Okay, we can kill the chatter. Where is he? Where is Singularity that he said he's coming to? I just see Singularity at home. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, okay. So that was Atwin speaking.
Yeah, ooh, I don't know about that tower. Good grief. This could definitely kind of shift the game here.
They need something, and this is big.
Towers take like such a odd amount of time to go up.
You can't fight this either. It's just so
Yeah,
many
no,
archers. Even this
he's
is
full
a
panic.
pain.
He's
So-
got to leave. Oh my god, are they turning this around?
They are. They are definitely turning this around. This is a big force to deal with. And they don't have any military right now. 17 to 44. Pendulum swinging back. Big
You want to
time.
listen to Blade's team or Raid's team?
Yeah, let's listen.
Anche se ci sono i knight. Ti sei fatto pulire tutto l'esercito feudale.
No, ma non l'ho preso, cioè sono partiti mentre mi cravo qua.
No, ho capito, però.
Very good from Carnage though to save all those vills.
Io raga sto giocando su quasi tutti. Ho questo
Arrivo,
che non se ne va.
arrivo, Ale, te lo sto pulendo, Dammi un secondo.
Now you wait for Bodkin and
Sto
Crossbow
prendendo
here.
più
And you
2,
can...
sto prendendo like.
What did they
Tipo
say in
scudo.
chat? We can kill the chatter. If there's some translation, I would be curious to what they were saying.
Yeah, I can't translate any of that.
Raid's going light calves, says Dev. Carnage says in GG. I'm GG? It's GG? Raid come to save. These are much needed. This is the clean. A good little spot to sit though from Carl.
Yeah.
Be as annoying as possible.
Those light cav have the pierce armor.
Now the next big wipe they need right now is this. I think they're still far enough ahead. You wipe this army, especially before crossbows in, and old refugees still in big control.
Yeah, I still probably prefer the old refugees position. Persians are just so good, man.
Yeah, they are.
They got
And
all the buffs.
He's still ahead on Vills. They just need to clear this army now. They could. It's a lot of knights, but I think together with these three armies, it's going to be a clean. A much needed one.
What's Eco KD? That is the villagers killed and get like kills, deaths for each team.
Or they might want me to put the Eco KD on. I don't know.
Oh. Permanent spy cam? That's what I'm saying, Von Dutch. I want the spy cams on like all the time.
Let's do more spy cam today. Let's go heavy spy cam.
Ah, ha pulito tutto, eh?
Ti ha pulito tutto?
Sì, non
No.
abbiamo più niente qua.
Che cazzo?
C'è un sacco di night. Ok, pulisci tutto.
Come
Mettite
hai fatto?
dentro altri civili, no?
Con tutto il cazzo di danno che si è preso.
È all-in, probabilmente.
Sì.
He's got the feared commerce scorpion is out.
Vabbè, finché ti spaccano l'alloggiamento, ok.
Man, all the pressure. Blade's Angels have hit back so hard.
Are you dominating?
Yeah.
All right. I
All the
try
pressure has
fast
been in our
game, I
face, like
think.
the last like 2 fucking games. All of it.
Yeah, you should. You should not boom. It's kind of
No.
pointless. Yeah, try to take down CC. Good job.
Damn, I see the toxicity Smoke I was talking about. Don't boom, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, they're sensing the kill. They have Saracens. They're like, we don't need you to boom. We need you to just kill. Make archers. Polemos is limping. And 20 knights to 12, yeah, as Shiva points out. So much more military. They also have the Vil lead now. Continuing to be annoying. Carl on the left.
Yeah, and like Raid is not in the position you want him to be in, right? 1 TC, and I'm not saying that as like a fault to how he's playing. It's just the way the game's played out, right? 1 TC, he has 10 military, 3 of that's a clunky ass siege unit. You know, like it's just not how you're ideally wanting to play.
And this is still so many more knights. 17. They have more numbers, even if you're a home field advantage. It's too much.
Yeah, and he's getting the second attack, whereas yellow doesn't have the first attack. That actually makes a difference in fights.
Yeah, with these kinds of knight numbers.
Yeah, like he doesn't even care about the TC. That's so demoralizing.
Yeah, but
get-
I think
to
he's
get
getting a
dove like that.
little overextended now.
There's two types of people that play Age of Empires at like a decently high level. You either get demoralized by that fight, or you're like, oh, he's throwing.
It's so interesting how all that damage was done early and Blades Angels was chasing everything. Now it's like just reactions nonstop from old refugees. It's all they can do. The pressure, every military unit being made is just flooding forward constantly.
All the pressure is in their base.
Literally is. And we even see this nonstop from Carl, always coming forward. They're not letting them breathe. And
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, this is high level Age of Empires, right? Like,
and on a
And-
map
and
like
you
this,
kinda-
All the pressure has been in our base. Like the last like 2 fucking games. All of it.
you need the middle control, which they don't have. And then there's nothing worse than being behind Saracens. That TC is getting eaten alive. The Knights are going to dive in soon too, I assume. Raid's going to get a clean. But it's not enough. It's just an army clean. There's not really damage to be done. The TC is on full idle. How many ranges does he have? Is it just 2?
I would love to see Blue just completely ignore raid and just go shoot bills from the pocket. I mean, it seems like he's pretty town centered up, but
I'm surprised that one only has 2 ranges behind this pressure. Could you imagine if it would have been 3? How many more archers he would have
and
had?
he's only one. Oh, he's imp.
Okay, well,
We missed that.
now it's paying off. Two range, fast imp with a
Yeah,
big mass.
Yeah, and he's Korean, so they like instantly get that last armor. Like they actually get a lot tankier with that last armor. They can really take some good fights.
Yeah, now, that being said, if Raid can start doing big damage, Polemos will die likely to that, but I don't know. The problem also is Saracens.
You mean Carl? Carl's
No,
2K though.
I mean,
Like,
Polemos in the south can definitely die to this fast imp. Not fast, but this
okay.
imp coming in. So Raid needs to do big damage to Carl. And maybe something can happen. He is kind of taking him down. 59 vills to his now 67. Another TC is going to go down for Carl. It's close. The thing I like, Old Refugees got that breathing room. They have some military numbers. This imp is scary as hell. But they're not dead.
Teal just needs the GB. Wait, oh, okay. He was getting the infantry armor. It was just a misclick.
Yeah, now this is a problem because it's all light cav and now he has to fight knights. Although they're not doing that bad. Strength in numbers and the scorpions.
Score flipped here. Persians is on 5 town centers. Look at that. He has shot up to 120 vills.
Yeah, way ahead of Singularity. And
Wait,
they're
he
taking...
could have Savar soon. Racer's in though.
Oh, this is a bad clean though in the south.
Yeah, Arb's coming in. Bracer's in now.
He's gonna do his best to fight this, but Bracer's
Just think,
in.
if he gets
These knights
if he
will
gets
melt.
a quick chemistry here, teaching point for anyone. I mean, the chat's pretty high elo from everyone I've seen, but like here, if you're teal, you just get bracer or you just get chemistry, and you get bombard cannons, and purple is completely screwed.
Instead of
Completely
Arb.
screwed. Yeah. No. You still get Arb, but I mean, like priority number 1 right now for him is getting Forward Siege Workshop and chemistry.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm always a fan though of even doing that and sometimes skipping Arb because it's so expensive. Like, get your chemistry, get your bracer, get your bombards. Like, you don't have to have these Arbs right now. This army already murders everything without it.
Yeah. And the Knights can't engage either. And Carnage has not clicked up to Imp. I mean, I'm sure if he idles, he'll be there quickly.
Look at
only
this
19
TC.
Knights here.
Getting-
Okay, there he goes. He clicks.
That's actually, maybe they don't care about bombards here so much because it's Saracens. He's like, I can eat the buildings myself.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. They have Saracens too. Almost doesn't even need the bombard cannons.
Yeah, it's sort of becoming base race. Imp is coming in for both the pockets. This is gonna die. It's gonna die hard. But Carl also getting pretty pressured. 71 bills to Raid's 93.
Yeah, I'd love to see him just buy a castle. Like Saracens just absolutely demolish that market and just put a castle in your base so you don't
And
get wrecked.
something also scary, minus the South. Blades Angels, less Knights now for Singularity, less Vills for Singularity.
Yeah, but
And
he's
it's
imp.
Persians. Well, they're both imp, pretty much.
Yeah, but he's got a minute.
Oh, of Vills
Or,
to catch
like-
up.
Well, he also has a minute, like as you see right now, right? Cavalier and Armor take roughly a minute, a little over. So he'll essentially have a minute edge. on
Yeah,
the
I
other
don't
guy.
think it's gonna change that much, because they're on their side of the map anyways. It will help against Raid.
Mhm.
Now, I've said before, when you're fighting double cav, if you stay on archers, you're gonna die. I'd like to see some pikes and halbs from Blades Angels.
I would like to
Maybe-
see him just
maybe
demolish
camels.
the market. Just demolish the market, get a castle so you don't lose your base, and then just make Mamelukes.
Yeah, Mamelukes or even camels from the Saracen. Now, taking the fight, upgrades are pretty much in for Singularity. But here come the raids. So this is great because the archers are forward, but they're not at home. The Persians raiding the hell out of
Look at that Arb mass, though.
That
Purple is out of this game. Mass evac. We kind of missed that. There's a lot going on
Absolutely.
right now, everyone.
yeah, to the left. This is the problem. It's going to be 2v3 for a while. And can they hold down a player? I don't think Carl's anywhere near as dead. He's not dead at all, in fact. He's got 81 bills. Getting a
And I mean,
market.
Franks, like, we all love the new Savar, right? Really cool unit, but a Frank Paladin is still a Frank Paladin.
Yeah, now here's the jump. I think it's too soon. You need Savar. That's just so many arbs from the Korean. Now, props to Plymouth. He kept the army alive. It can be helpful if you get a big engage.
This was Etwin, too, man. I
Oh,
mean,
that's-
granted, he was against the weaker player, but it was great. Like, Etwin, I thought he's played fantastic both sets I've casted.
Yeah, he has. Absolutely.
I would assume so, Champ Mitch. I personally would still rather have the Frank Paladin than the Savar. I mean, just 192 HP is 192 HP.
2 minutes on Savar. The jump comes now. This is a great jump. The surround is
He needs a
in.
meat shield, man.
The crossbows are gonna
God.
murder here. Oh man, they needed this so badly. It looks like he actually kind of slipped through. But most of the army is now dead, and it's gonna get finished off if he just starts firing.
Curious what
Big clean.
Curious what Green's doing right now. Is he massing somewhere? Or?
Green is sort of raiding elephants from raid. So the elephant switch with Khmer. Imp is coming in. Elephants, even without Imp, are gonna do great. Although, is Singularity just gonna raid the hell out of everywhere? Mamelukes.
Yeah, I think Raid. Look at the quick wall down there from Raid. A little bit to the right, down and to the right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. But
it's getting messy. He's losing tons of ills right now.
yeah, and honestly, Blue is in a much better position than Purple. He hasn't lost his base. He's almost at 100 villagers.
And Mamelukes. Dangerous.
Palemos
here.
is at 30, you know, and he's evac'd everything. He has to make every single farm that he's going to have to use, right? He has to remake everything, so.
A part of it, I don't hate that he just full went this way to boom safe. Won't take.
Yeah, but I just meant like he has to remake everything.
Yeah,
whereas
I
Blue
agree.
hasn't lost his core base.
Singularity went to check on his base and there's nothing there. They may just think he's dead. Yeah, map controls in Blades Angel's favor. Military kind of in Old Refugee's favor. I know a lot of that has to do with the 31 crossbows of Polemos, which aren't that useful right now.
Is Teal, like, I know we just praised him, but everybody gets some Zumpy hate. Like, did he not make a single unit that whole time?
Yeah,
Bidax coming in here for blue, that's a great upgrade.
Wow. Never too
But
late.
yeah, I thought maybe he was switching to, like, Halb or something, but it just seems like he just didn't make units that whole time.
He hasn't. He hasn't made anything. He has 2 crossbow or arbs. And his imp army, yeah, his quick up imp has been cleaned.
Who should we listen to? Like,
I want to hear Old Refugees.
Mi fai una cortesia, vieni qua con gli archi, Polemos.
Sì.
Fai sui mammelucchi,
Ci sono?
per favore.
Ok,
Mammelucchi.
ok.
Vai, spara. Ok. Andiamo avanti qua.
Okay, we can kill their chatter. Gosh, this is an interesting game right now. I actually don't like that Etwin's making Arb. I think just go Halb.
Or Halb, like, Bombard Cannon.
Yeah. It's all Cav on the field, minus that little 30 crossbow mass.
Definitely seems like Blades Angels has about 60% of the map here, I would say. At least.
And they have a big Vil lead. The reboom is taking a while from Polemos. I don't know if it's going to be in time. They're getting into all this late game stuff. Carl is on his way to Imp. He's going to have tons of Mamelukes, which are just hell to deal with. You're going to actually need Arb from Polemos for that.
Paladin and Chivalry clicked for Singularity here. That is, those are 2 good upgrades to get as the Franks.
What does Chivalry do again?
40% faster working stables. So
Oh,
now,
man.
like, the Paladin tech will fly in. And
That's the Imp TC. He was about to hit it for a sec, but not with all those Mamelukes there. I'm surprised he imped out of that one.
yeah, Carl has held fantastically up there.
And Singularity constantly checks on the south. I don't think they're actually aware that the reboom... They don't know where Polemos is at all, actually. Yeah, I don't like that he doesn't have Vils queued up, though, constantly. He's got none queued up right now. Like, he just...
Saving. Oh yeah, look how much food he has.
He's
He has
probably
no
focused
gold.
on the army.
No access to gold here.
Those Mamelukes are nasty, though. Gold is important. So how much gold does... They have a lot. Blades Angels has plenty of gold. It seems like the gold is a lot more pressured of Old Refugees. And what's the eco KDs? I feel like Singularity has been raiding to hell. 170 and 11. Yeah, he has been a big problem for Old Refugees and why the build difference is so big.
Look at that eco KD. Holy cow.
Yeah, like, what the hell, man?
The raid's lost almost 100 villagers, and he's at 120 villagers. He is pressing that hotkey.
And this is stressful when it's just non-stop raids, which is all Singularity's doing. He's even getting trade behind it. I don't mind that, even though you still have gold. Eventually, Old Refugees probably won't have gold, and I don't know if they're going to make trade or not.
Yeah, you always wonder here when you're the Khmer player, or really any of the elephant civs, like, they're so expensive, you just have to keep making them, and you never really want to idle for Elite Battle Elephant. I'll be honest, I don't know how much Elite Battle Elephant really gives you, but most of the time, like, it's a strong unit on its own. So
Right.
yeah, he just opts for Hussar here, and he's just letting it fight.
And look at these Mamluk go to work. I think they're dying now. This is gonna be a 2-0, it looks like, because look at the push now. Although, I said look at the push. This is Savar all over Etwin, who has no help, of course. And this is a slaughter. Not even gonna be a close fight.
Yep.
Thought they were dead, but this needed to happen for old refugees to still have a chance. I think it's still gonna be tough.
Elite Mameluke coming in now for Carl. Singularity is investing in trade. I'm sure you're happy to see that.
Yeah, I love it. Because you're completely safe, and there's no risk in making trade right now. It's not going to stall you out. It's just going to make sure you don't eventually stall out. Now, where did those Mamelukes go? Carl, I've noticed, loves to run around with like Arambai, Mamelukes. He's very annoying, and this is like, you can't just clean this. There's no army to just be like, yeah, go clear that real quick. Like, this is just going to get kited around. These foot archers will never catch him.
Yeah, their one archer player is kind of dead.
Now we finally see help coming in from Etwin.
And I think that's really demoralizing to see his carnage. Like, as a pocket player myself, you just absolutely hate when you don't have an archer player and you see Halb come in from the other flank. It's so annoying because, I mean, Persians do have a couple tools to deal with Halb, but you never want to tech into them. And it takes pop space and time.
Yeah, and he just sent 1,000 gold to Singularity Etwin, so he's just going to get into his trash, send his gold to Singularity,
and
who will probably turn into more carts.
We've seen Blades Angels keep up the pressure too, right? It's not like one of those lower elo games where you see they take a good fight and then they back off, they go sit in their base. You know what I mean? Like, Blades Angels is pressing constantly.
Yeah, and
so they never really have a great time to get into their ideal comps. Like Carnage has to stay on Savar here. Savar Hussar.
yeah,
He can't tech switch.
He can't. I agree. Something I'm still not a fan of is the Vills aren't constantly pumped for Polemos. Even trade. Okay, market's coming up now, man. This game, I know it's a 100 Vil lead. It doesn't seem like it's going to end soon.
Look at all the Eco KDs now. We were just talking about Raid was at 97. Now he's at 155 Vils lost. He's got, like you said, 10 Vils in the queue, and Singularity shot up to 250 Vils killed.
Yeah, they're stuck at this 300 number. And Singularity just constantly killing. And these Mamelukes are a problem because they can kill all your trade.
Yeah,
if you actually had
the
trade right now.
out of these guys.
I think Raid is upset about it and he wants to raid him back, but it gets cleaned so easily from these Mameluke numbers. Now, how's the gold? So there's this gold for Carl. The gold is stalling out for both teams right now. In fact, if somehow Old Refugees holds, they actually have more gold on their side. But there you just pointed out, it sucks to see this when you don't have archers. There's a few archers, but...
Yep. Now you see Caravan coming up for red and yellow. We see, Singularity will be at 25 carts here soon.
Yeah, he made
Carl
trade.
mixing some in.
Oh, and the Korean towers will start going down too.
Yeah, Koreans incredibly strong late game civ. Incredibly strong. Very annoying to deal with.
Now, Polemos got slung imp at some point, it looks like. I didn't even catch that. I thought he was still Castle Age.
I've been thinking as well, I guess the best thing for Yellow to probably make, considering they have Khmer on their team, would be Scorpions, maybe, to deal with the Hal, but it's still clunky, man. And it just never feels like ideal.
Yeah, and these non-stop raids, like, look at Singularity. No military, just sends it all constantly to kill Bills. And he just gets them down more and more. Now they're at 280.
Now. He's at 300 Bills killed now.
It's giga annoying. Like, if you had stone, you freaking stonewall this crap at this point, because you can't just keep getting raided to hell the entire game. But it's hard to even stonewall a weird map like this.
Do you want to listen to maybe the momentum of Blade?
Yeah, let's hear Blade. How are they doing? I think they're
trying to
feeling
take
great.
the position away.
Start using traps and stuff here. Whenever you have spare
Sorry, I
gold,
was-
just give to me, then I can make waves of paladins.
Yes.
You need
Wow.
more
There's so
food?
coming in.
No, I'm actually fine now.
Carl, food?
The hell is
Do you
that?
want?
Somebody screenshot
No,
that.
do you need?
Right?
Look at this.
This is going in the next thing's
Yeah.
trailer right here.
You're such a troll. I'm amazed you have APM to do that. I can't.
Well, I was not
Never
doing
seen
anything
that.
else.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm kind of AFK at this point. This feels like super over, but they're still playing. Or is it just me? It's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also don't see
Why are
what
they?
they're
Why are
playing.
they? Like, what are they playing for?
Alright, I got a definite. My god. I love raging as much as the next guy, but that's hard to listen to, man.
Right. They're playing because this is to go to the semis, man. If they could somehow pull a miracle here, which I don't see any way of that happening at this point. Hand cannons
These dudes are
coming.
hilarious. I think this was my favorite team before anyway, because of play. They're definitely my favorite team now.
Right. And it looks like they're going to the semis.
Yeah, you wanna know a way I can kind of tell? No one's queuing Vills anymore for old refugees. This is kind of the point where you just like look at your monitor.
Yeah, their tournament life is going to come to an end in the quarterfinals. Insane play from Blades Angels. They got the walls up. They got the trade at the right time. I think old refugees started getting a little too late.
Sorry to scoff in the mic like that, but Siege Onager's coming in for blue.
Oh, man. And it's Mongols. He'll get the unique tech. And this is just so annoying. Even if you, like, were holding, you can't trade now.
Yeah, you see a dude making towers in the corner.
I don't know where this Singularity guy came from, but, man, 326. He's an S+. He's a very good player. 327 Eco KD.
His rating is pretty low for what he's normally at.
Yeah.
I think.
G to the
I
G.
will get some points here. I bet on Blades Angels.
Yeah. And my prediction of old refugees winning this thing is now out the window. It will not happen. They had a great run and some good games, but congrats to Blades Angels for one game from the finals and making the best of fives, which is what it'll be here on out for them.
Carl's Angels.
Carl's Angels. GG guys from Stata, Dream. Singularity really took it personally with not getting Game 1 MVP with top score. It's what it was. No one voted for him. He said, okay, watch this. I'll get the poll out.
I think this one's pretty clear, man. That's just why Frank's like... obviously, there's a lot of factors going into the game, but I still prefer Franks to pretty much every other Civ as a pocket. They're just so smooth.
Yeah, Franks are Franks. And it was a good sort of comeback from the early damage that Blades Angels took.
Actually, I'll be honest. Sorry to cut you off and not trying to influence the poll at all. There's a serious argument for Edwin to be the MVP as well.
For how well he
Like,
played.
I mean, look at Purple. He's
Yeah,
off the map.
He literally killed him. That is true. Obliterated him off the map. And they needed that because Carl had taken damage, Singularity had taken damage. Now, at the same time, it was Carl that sat at Carnage. So there's even an argument for, like, that play. I think Carnage was going to run away with this until all those crossbows sat in his base, keeping him off gold forever. And most of his farms. But Singularity going to get the MVP. That's just a big shiny number when you see 327 Eco KD and only 15 lost. I mean, what were the kills?
Have to, let's have him guess when we get in there and interview him how many he thinks he killed. That's always fun.
He has more Eco KD's kills than most of the players in the game, except for Carnage. Like their total kills.
Yep.
But
All right. Well, should we hop right into it?
yeah, let's get in there. We're gonna interview Blades Angels.
True.
You have 0 upgrades on your Mameluke.
I know, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
Kobe, everyone saw you doing
That's
double bitex
insane.
in.
What is up,
Oh
guys?
my god, Carl.
Titanic.
Hi,
Yo.
Spencer.
Congratulations, you guys are moving on to the semifinals.
Thank you.
Sick.
And Zumpy, why don't you ask first? I know you really like this team. You guys are very entertaining.
You guys are absolutely hilarious, by the way. We've been toggling
What
the
did you
spy
like?
cam on and off. Oh, no, I've just played against you guys and ranked a bit, and it's funny to actually hear like voices to players and stuff like that. No, you guys played super well. This team was kind of favorited to maybe win the whole thing, right?
Mm.
And then you guys having to swap players here is always kind of nerve wracking. At what point, Carl, did you think you had double bid-axe, and then you never got it?
I thought I'm gonna make Bosa.
Okay. Yeah, you got it at like 45 minutes. It was
Well,
pretty
my
hilarious.
food eco was complete disaster. I had like entire feudal age. I had one farm, I think,
Yeah, yeah,
and
you're
like
Saracens,
20
man.
gold
Fuck it.
villagers.
Just lay on that market,
Saracen's
right?
eco.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it was brutal game.
this one's for Singularity. Hopefully he hasn't opened to the stream. How many villagers do you think you killed in this game alone?
Well, someone already spoiled it. He said something like 280 or something.
327.
Oh, wow.
Sick.
Well, I did get that feeling, yeah, that I was killing an insane amount.
Non-stop. Every
Those raids in the middle on their golds as well must have hurt them really, like, hardcore.
absolutely.
You have more villagers killed than half the people in the game have kills overall. So, yeah.
Singularity likes that.
And you got trade behind doing all of that, which I love. You're just flooding in these Frankish light cav, pumping the trade.
Yeah, I thought the winning condition is probably to be not too dependent on the gold in the middle and just raid them really hard and then make trade behind it. So I have like safe gold, more or less.
Yeah, that gold in the middle's not the safest for either team, really. You guys
That's
had
where
it better.
most of my raids were, I think, right?
And
They
then
lost a lot there.
a funny moment too, Etwin. I know we heard you guys too on the spy cams when we were looking at it, so I know you guys all saw the walled-in Korean towers in the south with the palisades was just hilarious.
Yeah, I
when
saw some
that.
scouts. I saw some scouts coming, so I thought let's wall it in. And
I've watched a lot of AoE games and I've never seen that before.
well, it worked. It worked. I mean, it was the only thing I was doing right, so I had some
Yeah.
time for it. But yeah,
It's like a campaign scenario. Like I was watching. And then I guess my last question pertaining, or just in general, would be: you went 1TC fast imp, which I really liked. Was that your decision, or was that like a team thought? Edwin?
I think. Well, first of all, in the previous set, I also played Koreans, and Carl's a big fan of them, and now I am as well because the archers are really cheap. I missed that update, but they're really cheap. And then I went pretty fast imp, but this game I lost so much eco, so I had nothing else to go for, right? So let's just try fast imp, and I think Carl also said it again, like, go for it.
Yeah, even just 2 ranges, so less military. Which I was surprised how much pressure you guys were applying just with 2 ranges, but you never let them
but that's a
breathe for
Saracen's
the
bonus,
longest
right?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the instant defense upgrade also for fast imp is really strong, especially for someone like me who is not the best micro player. So
Right.
yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, and did you guys feel like you were in trouble based on early feudal, the damage the scouts did to Carnage?
Definitely. I had 20 fails late feudal age. It was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, they
And also I
slaughtered your
think Carl was
woodline.
also having some trouble. So.
Singularity was just screaming to me, kill them, why are they here?
They're killing
I mean,
me.
there was rainbow in my base all of a sudden.
I thought you guys were dead. when that happens.
Welcome to the club,
I
singularity.
mean, they didn't
Yeah.
they didn't damage me much, right? And I lost a lot of scouts for
Well,
it.
Red
They only
had-
killed one
had
of
pretty
my
good
builds, I
defense.
think.
Yeah, and that was the thing you guys had. We saw it on the capture age, a big military advantage. So damage had to be dealt back. Carl even sitting on the pocket for a while with that big crossbow mass really screwed the momentum they had. I think that changed everything,
Well,
actually.
I knew we
Yeah.
had to do damage to pocket, otherwise our pocket is super behind.
Right. So you guys all made some
Yeah, I
great
think-
plays.
Yeah,
I
and
think
also
that
in
move
that,
put us on equal grounds, I would say.
I would
Is
also
this
say if
lowland generation more open than the latter one?
It's slightly different in some ways. I don't know if it's more open than the latter one.
It felt like it, a lot more open.
Okay. We changed a
Did you-
few things.
Did you like that or not like that?
I didn't expect that.
Okay.
I've never played the map like this, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I've played none of the maps coming in here. I mean, they asked me like a couple hours ago, like, can you play? Sure.
That's why I was worried about
Maybe
your team.
You saw my melee start. It was super weird.
You forgot
It
houses,
worked out.
right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
forgot houses. I forgot that I can't like chop a tree next to my TC. Like the idea behind the fast mill was that I need fast food income basically.
Oh, we didn't
and
see
I cannot
that.
push in all the deer. But I had to take wood quite far to do that build. I don't know. It's probably not worth it, but it worked out fine.
Yeah. We knew
But
something
I had
went
to
wrong.
adapt a lot.
There was 46 seconds idle. So we knew something went wrong.
Yeah. Houses, forgot.
Yeah, we fast forwarded the first 5 minutes because capture age was being weird. So we didn't see. We just knew something went wrong. But
Yeah, just
now we
never
know.
played the map. that was
Yeah.
the issue.
Well,
That's awesome, man. Well, hopefully that was a good start to y'all's weekend. Looking super strong in this tournament.
Yeah, it's a really fun tournament.
thanks. And you guys
They're
are
really fun maps. I really enjoy the maps, by the way.
Yeah, Carl, you've been doing some cool stuff too. Like you love to run around with your Arambai, now it's Mamelukes. It definitely seems like maps your style is great on also.
I'm a bit
I mean,
sad
like-
though. Mamelukes without upgrades. We need a team meeting about this.
I didn't know they didn't have upgrades.
Unacceptable.
They were still slaughtering elephants, so
Man, they have 10 attack, 1 armor, 3 range. That's
yeah,
zero.
let's
Zero
call
blacksmith.
for Archsnoop again. By the way, shout out to Archsnoop who was swapped out of the team, but he actually set up the team. So
Oh.
it's,
I mean-
a bit sad of a story, but
he'll live on.
I mean,
and
I got SO upgrade.
Sick. Yeah, you got elite Mameluke, SO, but blacksmith is overrated. Do you even have a blacksmith? Probably
do.
not. Do you know how to use it?
No.
can
I
tell.
made the archer armor upgrades.
Man, are you kidding me?
No, look at my archer armor. It's fully upgraded.
He's getting
Why?
bracer as we speak.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, Carl.
he's getting
No, the
SO,
castle.
Do you think they
Bracer,
shoot arrows?
so
Oh my
screw
god.
Mameluke upgrades.
I'm learning here. Bracer from Mamelukes. Sick.
My
Maybe
entire
they
castle
get
age was
that
just
extra range.
stonewalling.
I
Maybe you
do
should
like the
stonewall
walls.
less and their
I-
blacksmith
honestly,
upgrades.
they needed walls with the raids from hell constantly because
At some point, I saw them trying to make a stone wall, and I instantly targeted that villager.
oh.
Was like, nope, no walls.
Well, congratulations. You guys are in the semifinals. It's best of 5s from here on out. And honestly, you're looking like one of the favorites now, in my opinion. Big Bang hasn't been beaten this tournament. If they get past Raiding Party, you're on a collision course with them. And who knows? That'll be an epic semifinals. But who knows? Maybe it'll be Raiding Party. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But GG's. Congratulations on advancing. And you guys have been a lot of fun to watch. We'll definitely enjoy seeing you guys play next week.
thanks, GG's.
Cool. Thank you.
GG's.
Nice to meet you guys, by the way.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah. See ya.
That sounds like Blade.
Even without Blade, those guys are entertaining, man.
They're pretty cool dudes.
They're
Most
just-
of the community is pretty like genuine, cool people.
Right. They're having fun. I think that's important. Also, I mean, you have fun when you're winning more so than when you're losing, but it just helps being a little less serious and kind of try-harding, but having fun at the same time.
Absolutely. Well, you got to think too, right? Like they called the one guy in like a couple hours ago, so he kind of like he's not as emotionally connected.
Yeah, I even said, I was like, it's the quarterfinals now. Like, we're not forced. Like, if you guys want to reschedule and get Blade, we could probably work something out. And they said, let's just do it. They brought him in. He played well. And it worked. So,
yeah,
no mistakes there. Oops. I'm going to update the brackets. I forgot to do this ahead of time. I don't know why my alerts weren't working this stream. I didn't change anything. They were not working. So 2 teams have advanced. There's still 2 more games to happen. What were you going to ask, Zumpy?
This is the only set for today?
Yeah, this is it for today. And then we have something Sunday and Monday. So the 13 knocking off the 5 seed. Heffalumps and 3 Boys 1 Trophy are playing Monday. Big Bang and Raiding Party are playing on Sunday. And we'll know the semis after those 2 games. Right now, Blades Angels and Stomp are going to be just watching TV to see who their opponents will be. I'm sure they're excited to just kick back and relax the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, it's always, I think Combine always says like the night or whatever, the day after you win a tournament set is always like, I don't know, pretty chill.
Yeah, it feels good.
Just gonna hang out, watch some TV.
Yeah.
Play a couple ranked games.
We did it.
You don't really give a fuck about the ranked games either, right? Because you just like won.
Right. They don't feel nowhere near as good as winning a tournament match. I think I'm gonna wrap it up playing the trailer. And then I'll probably raid somebody, but thank you for casting, Zumpy.
Yeah, man, I had a blast. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on, man. We didn't really get to talk about like civs, or I guess we did, but there was a lot of action. Like those games were nonstop.
It almost felt hard to follow in a way, some of it. There's just so much in 3v3 sometimes. I know I miss a lot. Wish I could catch everything. I don't think it's possible to. But GG's. I'll see y'all later. See you, Zumpy.
See you, man.
Gonna play the trailer and get out of here. Five weeks ago, 28 teams began a journey. 16 of them now remain on a quest to become champions. But a big fight. The ARPs are surrounded. There's the cannon galleons. I've been wanting to see this. Let's go. Ray has the upper hand right now. He's got 2 fires to 1.
Yeah.
He is so good on water. I've seen him play.
Yep. Oh, and Roka didn't see
Oh,
it.
it's
That's
an
a big
amazing demo. That is a great clean and the flip they needed right now. Gosh, those armies looked unbeatable right before Imp Neos lost everything. This is a mass of 3 armies, but a big dive. Blades Angels turning this into a 3v2 very quickly.
They thought Sito was going to heavy push someone out and not completely destroy 3 at the same time. I think that's unbelievable.
They're linking up at the base of Filet. The Kim crossbows are in. This could be game right here, Rob. And yeah, GG. They just know. This guy is a stone cold killer, man.
What in the world? You don't disrespect the TC like that.
He
It's
does.
ridiculous.
Are they still winning the fight?
The trips in the back are. That is just. This is the push. This is right here.
Yeah,
this is the determining factor.
they don't have a camel sieve to deal with Lucifer's.
The other problem is, even if you have camels, look at all these freaking archers.
As soon as I started saying they don't have camel sieve, you then panned over back to the archers. When I was like, I don't think camels are the problem.
Oh, he's gonna deny this. That's not going up. That's not going up. They needed this. Fruits and Friends are back in this game. They're gonna just have to take this fight. Look, the wall on the other side from the Get Some in the middle of this fight.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What a sick play from Stomp. Raid seizing the hill. I think this is a better jump from Old Refugees. We'll see how it plays out. Wow, that is a slaughter. The series is gonna be decided on Kawazan. The jump on the archers. Lucifer's not here in time. Kuma's wiped. It's a game-winning play just now. Oh, dude. Leafman. Okay, Leafman got so effed. He's douchey. I love this decision from Leafman.
Gorian is inside of
Dude,
the space.
he has moved in. He's like, this is my home now. I'm here to stay. You guys are calling the GG. Get out of this game.
Maybe this is the meta for this map. It seems like this is so brutal. This TC does not go up from Polemos. Polemos is just absolutely out of this game.